Welcome back, you turkeys. Before we get into the back nine, I'm here to bring you a little ad. Yeah, we're talking Wild Turkey Design Co. You heard it right. Designing logos, branding, whatever you have it, we got you. Hit me up, wildturkeydc@gmail.com, and I can make you a disc golf logo, stamp on your disc. Maybe you have a business, you're trying to up your branding. We got you. Check us out. Let's get into the back nine. Hole 10, 439 feet. You're just going dead ahead, kind of missing these trees on the right side or the left side of the fairway over here. Pushing your drive out this way. Just like push it and let it crash in. I usually go like backhand insanity, something like that. In the past I've gone Hades, but turned that over too much. And so today I'm gonna go with the new Fission time lapse, you know, even though I haven't thrown it much, should do what I need it to. First drive off the tee with the new Fission time lapse. And that's how you burn it over. Not my smartest decision I've ever made. Really burned her over, and now I only advance like 150, maybe definitely not 200 feet. Definitely not 200 feet. That would be way too fortunate for me. All right, we got a bit of a headwind going on here. So I'm just gonna go Buzz OS, put it on hyzer, drop it next to the pin. Sit. Not exactly next to the pin, but it'll work. Sheesh. Excited to get into these woods. Do some woodworking, you know what I'm saying? Love the woodworking. Not an ideal position, but I do have the tiniest little window to the basket. No way, dude. Hit the little window, hit top left chains of the basket, tumbled right out. Is what it is, but in for bogey after a really horrendous, terrible drive with a disc I shouldn't have been throwing. All right, shooting 14 over after 10 holes, and it is what it is. I didn't come out here expecting to kill it my first round. I didn't start this series as something where I would come out here and just like get it done quick. Like, I knew this is going to be a journey. I wanted to bring you guys along for that journey of me trying to progress my game and attempt to shoot par, because I believe I have what it takes to be able to do it. But golf is all about consistency, and so it's just consistently making those shots, not being able to just make a good shot every 3 shots. And that's kind of where my game's at currently. Hole 11, 585 feet. We in the woods. You're just trying to push straight up this fairway, and like, I mean, if you can keep the disc dead straight for the majority of its flight, you're gonna be money. You basically want dead straight with the tiniest little fade at the end for right hand, backhand. So gonna go flippy insanity, hyzer flip, try and progress down the fairway. Miss. Early release with a positive kick off a tree has basically put me right on the edge of the FPO fairway. And so I'm just gonna go flip up, jawbreaker zone, little turnover straight down the fairway. Don't get better than that. Woo! So even though my tee shot was pretty garbage, I had a great second shot. And so I'm sitting here pretty much middle of the fairway, looking down the tree tunnel, ready for just an upshot with my putter to hopefully take a par. Push. All right, left it a tiny bit short, but not too bad of a putt. One of the things I've learned playing out here at New London is a crossover from like skiing, snowboarding, skating, where like this course is scary, you know, and you don't want to make bad shots. You don't want to get yourself into trouble, but when you're playing timid and you approach your throw and you're like, oh shoot, like I don't know if I can do this, and you have that lack of confidence, you're not gonna throw a good shot. It's just not gonna happen. And so you need to come into these situations, look at the throw necessary, and know that you've thrown that shot before, you can do that, and be confident in it. Because if you come out here and you're just all timid and you're not being confident, you're not gonna play well. It's just not gonna happen. So be confident, trust yourself, trust your ability. See what I'm saying? Confidence, put it in the bucket. Here we are, hole 12, par 3, 343 feet. Got some trees off the tee. Missed this right one, missed the left one, and you're home free, straight to the pin. Come on now. All right, going back to the hex on this one. A little bit of hyzer, flip it up, push it down. Well, didn't flip it up. Hit a tree, so might have avoided OB. All right, my lie's right here. Basket's sitting straight up here, right to the left of this big tree here. Easy. This little hyzer pitch up. Makes that zone forehand ante pitch up. Right. That's fine. Into the woods. 2 pars under my belt. Let's keep this train rolling. Little refuel time, you know? Get you some fig bar. Gotta stay energized out here. Proper playing, people. Come on. Hole 13, par 4, 499 feet. You got this little tree island in the middle of the fairway. Take the right fairway, take the left fairway. I'm gonna be taking the right fairway. You're crossing the road and you have to hit this little tree gap here. And so I'm gonna throw forehand hyzer, flip up with my insanity, through the gap, push, and then finish to the right is the goal. Go! Not the best kick. All right, so my disc right over here. Not in a great position. I'm really not sure what I'm gonna be able to do, but I'm just trying to pitch out to the fairway. Wasn't great, but I'm kind of out. Kind of out. May have even been a little bit of a stretch. Fairway's right here. Going flip up, jawbreaker zone. Ah, come on. Just push. All right, at least got a full flight out of it, but early release. This can be like one of the harder holes, especially if you don't hit that initial gap off the fairway, which I did not, and didn't get pitched out properly. So kind of suffered for that. But now let's see, 1, 2, 3. Should easily be able to bogey. I should be able to pitch up from here under the pin and take my bogey. All right, little forehand zone OS. Put it up to the left. Let it drop into the right. Hit the tree, buddy. Leave yourself with a 18-footer. You know, left myself with a longer putt, but I'm not too mad about it because I need to test myself on these putts, because this is not a round where I'm coming even close to being able to shoot par. And so why not just test myself in my areas of weakness? That's gonna be what I go with here, you know, is I did that on purpose to test myself. Freaking go, buddy. Come on. Bogey. And we're happy about it. Not sure exactly what it is, but putting on my putt on a little bit of anhyzer seems to really be helping me keep the disc on a straight line and like hit my target. Generally my miss when I'm like spin putting on hyzer is pulling it right. And so I'm not sure what exactly is happening and why it's helping me putting it on a little anhyzer, but it's working and I'm gonna keep going with it. Hole 14, par 3, 387 feet. This is a fun one. I like this hole. You know, you have to gotta hit this tree gap here. You know, generally some people go turnover backhand. I've been kind of experimenting with both. Today I'm gonna go with something a little bit safer and just go forehand. Probably, I might even just go zone, flat forehand, boom, hit the gap off the tee. All right, so I changed my mind, decided to go resistor. Just feels good in the hand. I know I've done this shot where I leave it flat, maybe slightly anhyzer, push out, let it crash right. Got that very nose up, but we got out there and I should be able to easily lay up for par. All right, there's my lie. Didn't get as much distance as I was quite expecting, but still should have a pretty easy, just lay it up under the basket. Let's get the par. Lower ceiling, so it's a little bit awkward. A little too awkward for backhand, so I think I'm just gonna go a little bit just straight forehand. So anhyzer, just pop it up there. Push. Ooh, that grass ate that thing up. I was at least expecting a little bit of a skip. Sheesh, no love for the man in the heart of the course. Shame, shame, shame. All right, here we are again. Little bit of a tester, but taking advantage of the opportunity to just test my skills. Right in the heart. Here we are, hole 15, par 4, 667 feet. This is a tougher one. Through this tree tunnel, out there where you can see the light, that's the fairway, and it cuts up to the right. So it's just all about executing this shot, hitting your line perfectly, missing these trees, whether that's forehand, backhand, just getting out of this initial fairway into the main fairway. And so I'm going trusty flip up insanity. Oh, miss. We snuck out into the fairway this time. So that one turned over a little bit more than desired, but it literally snuck through the trees and I'm in the fairway in a pretty prime position to be able to execute my second shot and attempt to get on the green to have a birdie putt. Come on. Oh, buddy. Little black snake guy. First snake I've seen all season. Oh, he's got a little rattle to him. He's not happy with me. Hey, buddy, I won't hurt you. I'm just enjoying the view. Don't think I've ever seen a black snake rattle the tail. See ya, dude. Bro, he is not happy. Get on. Anyways, back to disc golf. Here's my disc. Pretty much in a great position of the fairway for me to probably go forehand insanity up the hill, just push up towards the green. That dirt, man, can't beat Mother Nature. Can't beat God, man. You get your chalk sack, but I mean that dirt, shoot. Oh, come on, come back, come back, come back. Yes. No way, man. What a positive kick in the right direction will do for you. It really just uplifts the day, don't it? Man, golf is a fickle sport. In the fairway, on my first drive, kind of butcher my second drive, and went from potential birdie opportunity to squandering it, and in reality, not even having the easiest upshot for par. And so, consistency. I've literally been off the fairway on my first shot and got like scrambled to be able to take par on this hole. And so fortunately got a good kick. I'm sitting here, you know, if I want to take a floaty soft bit at birdie, I can. Well, did not take any kind of freaking bid at birdie, left it short. But, you know, I'm just staying on that tester train, expanding my skills. Bingo. Got the putter rolling now. Here we are, hole 16, par 3, 429 feet. This is a beauty one, you know? just long road, aka fairway. Basket sits dead ahead, but the fairway kind of drifts left and then back right. You can see the flag down there. Alrighty, trusty forehand insanity. Little bit of earth on the hands, you know? That's all you need. Just watch out for the glass, right? Oh! Oh, alright. Alright, yep. Ripped another one left, but this time was not as fortunate with the kick. Did at least get a little bit of distance on it, so hopefully now I can just scramble back out to the fairway. Alrighty, here's the disc. Flag straight through there. Not exactly sure what play I'm gonna go with, but we will figure it out. Alright, so it's looking like the safest and easiest play is just put something on hyzer out to the right, let it come back. Could get greedy. I could get greedy with this step out. I'm definitely tempted to, for sure. There's this little step out gap. Roll up. Almost executed it well. Still not a terrible shot from the position I was in. This is a real tester, but I'm not sure if it's worth it for me to even go for it. So probably just gonna lay it up. Take the bogey. Hole 17, par 4, 690 foot. Tight tree tunnel off the tee. Hit this initial gap, get down the fairway. My strategy is throw a backhand shot, hit this initial gap, and if it fades out to the left, you have a high chance of hitting the FPO fairway and having a clear next shot. So that's what I'm going to be going with. There you go. Exactly what I talked about. I'm in the FPO fairway. Alright, so here I am on the edge of the fairway for the short tees. And at this point, I have the option to follow this right side fairway with kind of like a flip up forehand or turnover backhand, or I can take this left side fairway route and like try and flex something over with a forehand, but I'm not as skilled with that throw and it's a much tighter gap, so definitely not going to be taking that route. Come on, put! Oh my word, that was so close to being a great throw. Hit a late tree, still not terrible. Advanced down the fairway, kinda on the edge of the fairway. Shouldn't have too obstructive of a next shot. Alright, I thought I was on the edge of the fairway. I'm not. I'm pretty much dead center of the tree island, but there's literally this tree tunnel gap straight to the pin from my disc. And I'm so tempted to flip up my jawbreaker zone through this gap, but not really sure what I'm gonna do yet. That would be a fun one, wouldn't it? I mean, if I don't do that, I'm either going like Anheuser flex shot, which wouldn't be a terrible play. Yeah, I might do that. It's just so much safer. I think it's going to be anti-flex with the Zone OS. We're up there. Anti-turnover worked out quite well. My word, what a terrible putt. but it went in, and we just parred hole 17, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, baby. Alrighty, hole 18, par 4, 849 foot uphill smasher. Sheesh. Alright, forget about hole 18. I just parred hole 17, and I'm so stoked that that happened because I've never done it before. So another just awesome thing that I can check off the list for this round. Alright, so hole 18, like many holes out here, is all about staying in the fairway, executing your shots, just advancing down the fairway. It is uphill, so as much distance as you can get, the better off you're going to be. I'm going to be going with my bit more stable Insanity forehand. Just get it up there. If I can get anywhere close to that tree in the middle, as long as I'm not on top of it, I'll be happy. Ah. Kick right, kick right. Alright, it kicked down at least. Literally, as I was like walking up, I felt this headwind hit me, got in my head, and like I was talking about earlier, as soon as you lose confidence, guess what happens? You don't execute your shots. So I think the reality of the situation is, as soon as I felt that headwind and like doubted myself, I should have just stepped out of my throw and just like taken a second and like, all right, cool, we got this. Regained focus, regained confidence, and then threw my shot. All right, found the disc just a few feet off the fairway. I'm assuming don't really have too much of a look to do anything crazy, so I'm just gonna pitch out, go from there. All right, we got out. I don't know if it was the best, but we're in the fairway. This is not the easiest position to be in. I have a little tunnel gap right here through this next set of trees, so I'm just gonna try to hit that gap, advance down the fairway, nothing crazy. Sit. All right, we hit something, and now we're in the clear. I'm throwing 4, gonna go with my Proton Crave. Get up, crash left. Way too nose up. Crash left right into the freaking woods. Not much going on from this lie. Might try something semi-dumb. Little forehand roller out, but can't imagine it's gonna get me in too bad of a position. It might get me in a decent position, so. Yeah, not awful, but definitely not good. Ow! That got me right in the eye. Alright, throwing 6 here. Push. Dang, dude, I really left myself with the putt. Not gonna cry about that one. Just put in 7th, triple bogey. Is what it is. Ended up 19 over. Wasn't my best, wasn't my worst. Kind of like middle ground expectation of coming out here, doing this challenge for the very first time, filming, carrying a tripod. It's hot, I'm tired. Like, not saying that to make excuses, it's just different. And so there's going to be a learning curve with this whole journey. But I'm excited to get on it. And I want to encourage you guys, like, set goals. And like, you know, before I was like, oh, there's no reason for me to like go out and play the long layout at New London. But now I've had kind of like a change of perspective of like, hey, why not go out there, challenge yourself, see what you can do, what are you capable of doing? Because even though you don't throw super far, if you can just execute your shots and play smart, like, you will become so much better of a golfer. And it's just fun. It's just cool to set goals and try to do something to push yourself. So I'm excited to be starting this journey. So tune in next time to see what happens, see my progress, like go down on this journey with me. Come on. See ya.